So I always like to start just by saying hello to the building. Let them know that I'm back. You know me. It's Bonnie. I brought some friends with me again to come and visit with you. As always, we're not here to change your situation. We're just here to communicate with you, and we're open to some positive interaction tonight. We're going to go around the table and introduce ourselves, and then it would be great if you'd introduce yourself. And now is your chance to introduce yourself. I have brought the talking device, but as always, I'm not going to start with that. Maybe you could tell me that you want it turned on. If you turn one of these green lights red, if you come up and touch one of the green squares, and let us know that you're here, that would be great. I'd be amazed if it happened, because it never does in this room. The couple of times, what that does validate is a few times that it has happened. We've had, every time we've investigated here Halloween night, for whatever reason, we get EMF in this room on Halloween.
I love Halloween night.
But when we don't get it the rest of the time, it validates those times that it does happen, so. And again, this is me doing direct investigating, which
You gotta try.
won't work, but I have to try. I always give it a few minutes to try right off the bat, and then we'll switch. Oh, that was a good dust orb. Just flew across the table. So I'm going to set up for like I said, the passive investigating. And again, this is going to be just us chatting, but it's directed chatting, we'll say. Last time we did, what's everybody's plans for Stampede? So we'll try that again, and then we'll be quiet for a little bit and listen to see if we get any responses. And then we'll try another topic. Does anybody have any plans for Stampede or a cool Stampede story they want to tell? So you know how this works. Been here before. I'd have to check the volume.
Oh.
If you have anything you'd like to say or you want to talk with us, can you try and say hello?
Oh. No.
Last time I was here, I was talking to Sam. Is Sam here?
So,
Can you tell us where we are? We introduced ourselves earlier. Do you remember any of our names?
Hit stop. So when it's single words and single syllables like that, it's really, really easy to misconstrued. But there might have been a couple things in there, but I would call that inconclusive.
Yeah. What we like to hear are multi-syllable words, ideally full sentences,
phrases.
Which we do get. So when you start hearing that, that's when we really know that we're hearing something specific.
And when we asked 3 weeks ago, we were here and we asked about where are we? I said, are we in Calgary or in Edmonton? And we got a questioning Edmonton, and then we got another voice that said it's just a town. So that was, and it was like a sentence. So that's what we're looking for. More conclusive. So we talked about Stampede.
Do you ever go on to the hotel and the fact that there was down here was the laundry and the where they live?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I find that they like to connect to personal stuff. Mm-hmm. So sometimes when we talk about our personal stories that can relate to that situation, mm-hmm. we've got an interaction. We do get an Asian lady coming through, especially on the phonetics device, and you'll hear it, I'm sure, tonight at some point. It is a very Asian sounding accent even, and she's very direct when she comes through. So yeah, that's one of the things we can try for sure, is try to connect with those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. And the gambling thing is just because they used to gamble?
Yeah, there was definitely gambling in the building, and a lot of the times the gambling that happened upstairs and the gambling that happened downstairs was completely different.
Sure.
So, I also heard that there was at one point a brothel down here of sorts. Not really like you would think of it as. It was more of just there was a couple of curtained off areas that prostitutes could work out of. But I couldn't validate that story at all.
We've got a deck of cards here. Do you want to come and play?
No.
Do you have a favorite card game?
Yeah.
If that was you, can you do that again? The red light?
Those.
Lose, sounded like lose.
Rather than directing questions, maybe try relating. You were just talking about your gambling experience the other day.
Oh, yes. I was at the casino, which I never go to, and I took $20, lost almost all of it, and then $5 left. I bet the rest, and I won. I won $250. So I cashed out and I left. I took the win. And I'm never going back. I feel like I used up all my luck that one time.
Right.
Another big run.
Killed.
Because gambling has become less of a social thing now that it's done electronically.
Somehow we both ended up with 4 of a kind.
Who won?
She did. I have 4 of a kind.
It was weird.
It's a new sound.
That.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Well, I've worked as a cleaner in a hotel,
Oh, Robbie.
and it is a very unforgiving job. Lots of long hours cleaning up after people for not much money. I can imagine it wasn't much different then. Turn it off for a while just in the hopes that then we might get, with the recorder, we might get EVPs that we can't hear when the phonetics device is going off. And like I said, it's the personal connections, I think, is what sets things off down here. Just try to find ways to relate to who might be here. Oh, we had the one night too that something reacted to money, remember? Show me the money or show me the cash or leave the cash, that's what it was.
Leave the cash,
Leave
yeah.
the cash. And we put a $20 bill out on the table and they said, leave the cash. Because maybe it's not gambling if there's no money involved. Unless you're betting horses.
People don't tend to have a lot of those hanging around nowadays. Horses to bet.
No.
My husband
Or it
works
has to
at
be
the
suited.
Crossfire Mills
Okay.
Casino. We bet horses on the weekend. Love going, put $2 on a horse, whichever one's got the best name.
That's what my grandma would take me to do. And we'd go down and she'd give me whatever change was in her purse. It's like, here you have $1.75. You can pick whichever one you want.
We'll bet on the ponies.
Yeah. Her partner at the time worked down at the track. And, yeah.
Taking the family to the horses, you know.
Yeah.
It's a great Saturday.
Yeah.
Family affair.
You, by the way, you might not be playing with a full deck.
I mean,
Tell them that
I
now.
know that already.
I just put it out there.
Are you saying it's fixed? Are you fixing the game?
I'm saying
I'm
it's
not
really,
sure what game we're playing.
it's a really old deck of
What is it
cards that
called?
I cannot
Rummy.
guarantee
Rummy.
is.
Don't get caught cheating.
Mm.
Cheating implies we know the rules.
I would say we let them finish their game and we
Yeah.
try the other room.
Maybe what we'll do is we'll grab the trail cam
Sure.
and put it in here instead.
Trail cam in here.
And I'll leave this audio running in here because there's already one in the other room.
Okay.
Hello, I'm back again. I brought some friends to visit with you. I hope you remember me. When I was here just a couple weeks ago, you were playing with the pretty lights and the toys. Oh, I brought some chocolate for you this time. Find it. I promised I would bring chocolate. Last time I just brought candy and that wasn't good enough, so I remembered chocolate. I hope you like peppermint. You can come out to play. Just move this further up the table, just from in here. Oh, I set the ball rolling. So see the pretty ball? If you touch it, it has pretty lights. And you might remember this from before, it has pretty lights. And all the other green lights in the room react the same. You can go up and touch them, and they'll turn red, and they make beep. I told you I'd be back, and I'd bring more people to play with you. You still haven't told me what your favorite toy is. Maybe it's us. I put out glassware for you to break, but I don't think the staff wants to clean it up. Do you like breaking things? I know I like to break things when I was little. I thought it would be a good way to get out of doing the dishes if I broke them. It was not. Oh, that's a good one, yeah. Can you do that again? Or are you hiding under the table? It does feel warm under the table all of a sudden. And again, like I said, everybody's in here now. It's actually colder under the table. It's just 16 degrees. My legs feel warm all of a sudden. Which is a phenomenon we get again and again and again. People will say, I feel a cold draft, or the side of me feels cold, and look over and check, and it's actually warmer by them than anywhere else in the room.
Or vice versa, they'll be really hot and they're actually cooler than everybody else.
Exactly. We get that a lot. There's another pretty light. We use this sometimes to check for ghost kitties. Flash.
Yeah.
So we'll try again. I tried this last time I was here. And we tried asking you some questions, and we're going to try to get yes and no answers. This has not worked to date, but we'll try. You can light this up like this for yes, and leave it alone for no. So this is a yes, and this is a no. So yes, yes, and that would be no. Can you do that with us? Can you show me what a yes looks like?
We could open it up for a couple minutes if anyone else has questions. All we ask is that you leave a good space in between questions to allow time for an answer. Maybe we'll give her a minute or two. Yeah.
Again, personal is best. The
Yeah.
more you can connect with them, the better.
Are you here with your mom? Is she close by? I feel like it's like she's here, but maybe not all the time.
get lonely sometimes?
Someone else wanna go?
You heard that?
You're good.
No, I don't want her. You can come out. You don't have to be afraid of us. We're just here to hang out. Yeah, we just want to check in with you. Make sure you're okay. I wonder who else is here with you? There's some others that are coming around.
Was that one of you?
Yeah, that was us. It's a chair. It's kind of
Check
squeaky.
there.
Yeah, it's squeaky. I'm trying not to move at all.
Just checking.
We'll let you know if we hear something down there. Because I feel like there's something down there.
It definitely feels different in here.
Yeah, sometimes we come in here and it's light, and other times it is not.
It feels
So-
light right now, to me.
I feel sadness.
Yeah.
I feel like you're unhappy, but you don't have to be unhappy. We're here for you. We just want to find out more about you and hang out. Yeah. Come and check out the light and let us know you're here. If you have anything to tell us, we can hear that too later.
Yeah, it sounded like a door.
Yeah. It did sound like a door. It was like a squeaking noise.
I thought I heard
A
the
whistle.
doorbell. Yeah.
It sounded like a whistle.
Yeah, it sounded like the motion sensor.
That's me. Being squeaky.
Okay, be careful, you have no light.
I think you're happy playing with the light though. Or do you want to maybe move something or make a noise? Can you do that?
If there is a tall man with a beard here with us, we believe someone might have seen you. If you are here and you can hear us and you'd like to talk, can you let us know if you're here? In whatever way you feel comfortable. Thank you. If that was you and you are listening, can you do that one more time for me? That's great. If you focus a little bit harder, can you get it to light all the way up? If you give it everything you have, it might turn red. And that'll let us know for sure that we're speaking with you and that we know you're here. Well, the tall man with the beard, we don't really know much about you or how strong you are, but if you could demonstrate, you can try knocking something over, making a loud noise, slamming a door. Is there something you need?
I heard yeah right after you said that, and then it lit up.
Can you tell me what you need? Who are we speaking with? I know it's hard to use, but you're doing great. Can you try and tell me what your name is?
Self.
Got that from last
Shem.
Self.
to the situation.
Jesus.
I heard self again. I
Yeah.
heard
Self again.
Do you not remember your name?
Oh,
We've heard about Patrick. Or Sam.
oh,
I keep hearing it say the same thing over and over. Have you noticed that? Sounds like it's saying
Kind of sounds
Paul?
like Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
like Paul or
Yeah.
golf. Not golf, but you know.
Yeah.
But it's like the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
Is that your name, Paul?
what?
Was.
Is there anything really important that you want to tell us?
Oh.
Help.
What do you need help with?
Okay, we're gonna turn this off in 1 minute. Can you tell us why you're here?
If talking is too difficult, you can try using the lights.
Okay.
We're gonna turn it off for now, but we can turn it back on later.
It's just to find that if we set boundaries, then they realize that it can be turned off. And when we turn it back on, they tend to get more active with it, so we'll give it a minute. I don't know, a lot of that was inconclusive.
Yeah.
There was a couple of things in there though. We'll see, it's always easier in review when you have a headset on and it's out of context and.
Well, thank you for trying to communicate with us.
I think there's somebody here.
Yeah.
Well, all these devices work the same. They just detect your presence. They cannot hurt you. If you go up and touch them or stand near them, they can let us know that you're here. We can use them to communicate.
Can I put this in the corner of a room or something?
You can put it wherever you like.
Just gonna put it like by the door.
Not
I
too
feel like there's
close to the
something over
view.
by the door.
Right here.
Yeah.
Like this.
We get a lot of action in doorways in
Okay,
this
wait.
place, so.
We should do it?
Yeah, yeah.
You can turn the talking device back on if you want. Can you light up one of these lights to let me know that you want it turned back on? Either this one or any of the other ones. They all work the same. There's one flash. One more time and I'll turn on the device. That was pretty quick. So we're gonna leave this on for a couple minutes. It's your chance to tell us your story. We're here to listen. Lots of flashes there.
Uh-huh.
I heard that too. We're just talking about it.
I knew that's what that was.
Is this too hard to use?
Yeah.
I heard a noise in the corner.
I did too.
Is that you?
Can you make this green light beep near the door? You can use your energy.
I thought we might try the spirit box.
It's okay.
Can you try saying hello to us? All right.
Thank you for the lights, though.
Yeah. Like the pretty lights. I'll give it a try. We'll give it one more chance here, and then we're gonna have to go back to the other room. Do you want us to leave you alone, or do you want to talk to us? If you want to talk to us, can you light up the lights? Either turn one of the green squares red, or have this device light up again. If you do that, we'll stay and visit for a while longer. Okay, I'll ask then if you want us to leave. If you're done with us, and you've had enough, if you light up the lights right now, we'll leave you alone. You know, what is typical for this room is that we get a burst and then it kind of wears out. So, oh.
They're like, no, we're still here.
We're still here. But does that mean you want us to give you a break? That's what I had just asked, so. I think we should anyways. I think we should go back to, let's see, what time is it? Yeah, because it's 10 o'clock. Let's go back and give the other room some attention for a bit, and then we'll try to get back in here for one last quick one before we're done for the
Did
night.
you hear that?
Something's upstairs.
Yeah?
Yeah.
on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
The band starts
Yeah.
at 10.
Yeah.
So
No,
there's
really?
a band and dancing, yeah, at 10.
Oh.
Okay.
That's what that thumping was. Alright. It's like someone's line
It's
dancing
about to get very
upstairs.
bumpy. Yeah.
We're back. I hope that you left me some messages or had some activity in here while we were gone. Again, everybody here is just open to some communication with you. And since most of the activity in this room, like I said, is kind of, it just wants to talk at us or with us, I'm gonna try turning on the device again. This time I'm gonna use a slightly different settings, and hopefully we get, I'm just opening more channels, which gives them more of the database to use.
It's a K2.
Are you answering questions from like before? When we asked how many of you there was? What's your name, ma'am? Did you do the laundry?
Yeah, that was a lot.
There was a lot, but I've heard that lady again in there
Yeah.
a couple of times. So she calls me Booney. That's the way it sounds when she says my name.
When you said, what's your name?
Okay, fine.
Yeah, it's fluid drunkenese most of the time. It's really hard, and like our review process is. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But if I think I hear it and I think it says something, then I play it for somebody else. And if they hear the same thing I heard without me telling them what I thought it was, then we play it for somebody who doesn't believe in any of this out of context. And if they hear it, then it goes through to the video.
But if everyone along those lines hears something slightly different,
Yeah.
that's something we call matrixing.
Yeah.
And
That's your brain making.
it may or may
sounds.
not have been
Yeah.
something, but we can't conclusively say what they were saying
Yeah.
because it could be interpreted a couple different ways. And
The human brain is very good at making patterns out of things.
Yeah.
How about just one person talks? Yeah, that sounded like three different voices talking over one another, it sounded
Ghost
like.
parenting.
But, yeah, we get this a lot.
Let's talk to him.
Maybe it's a party. Maybe they're having a party.
And that's another
There-
tricky part with this too,
Yeah.
is that technically, like, the phonetics, there is no clear way in which this device would be able to distinguish between male and female.
Although
So
they've recorded the phonetics in both a female and a male voice, we can't say that they're picking it specifically.
Yes,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so.
we can't judge gender based on the voice.
Yeah. Can you slow down?
Did you say, "Hey, look at me"? There was something about somebody being naughty, and then the Asian voice saying, "Hey, look at me." I'd love to look at you. Where are you? I have a camera right here. Could take your picture. See how pretty you are.
I do remember the last time I was here, I remember them going like, "You're cheeky."
Oh, I remember that. Yes, and we got that,
Oh.
and we got it more than once.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
remember the last time?
Calling us cheeky.
You're cheeky.
Is there anything that we can bring for you next time? Maybe a favorite food?
And
There was,
Yeah.
again, it was like them calling us human and people.
Yes.
Something about human and people.
I got people.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a few things in there, but again, it's when there's voices on top of voices,
Yeah.
it's hard in the moment. It's much easier in review to pick it out. I am hearing you. Every time I do end up finding out what it is you're saying, it just takes me a while. I don't know when I'm gonna be back. I'll be back. I just don't know when. We just did two back to back here, so it might be a while. I'd come here every week if I could.
Do you want us to come back? It's like they're not even talking to us. It's just like we're
Yeah, we're
overhearing
picking up on
something.
Like I said, I think they're having a party somewhere
Yeah.
over there. Yeah.
It's like they're on lunch or something and everyone's chatting.
So that was in burst mode as well, so it's turning off and on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just put it in regular, and see if it makes a difference.
It's kind of like it listens the whole time and then
And then
it puts it. Yeah.
it also lets us hear everything all at once, yes. If you liked it the other way, because I just changed it, you can let us know by touching one of these green lights and I'll turn it back. Okay, we're gonna turn this off. If you want me to keep it on, can you say the word please?
here,
Or how about you say talk?
It's a card game. Or maybe they want you to bring back
That was the
fish.
hardcore gambling that they were doing down here, was they were playing fish. Go fish.
Just bring a big old slab.
So yeah, we've got 20 minutes left.
Okay.
So we can either kind of sit and chat and do some like question and answer situation, or we can go back to the other room and do a little kind of closing off the
I
night.
feel like there was a lot of activity.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Okay.
Back to neutral. Thank you. So open is for no.
Yeah, no movement. Do we have this tall man with a beard in here right now? And this just said hurt. But this isn't super accurate. Who knows? Yeah. The child that's in here, is your mother in here as well? Thank you. What's the question? Are you happy? Are you happy that we're here?
Oh, we're getting EMF over here.
Are you sad? Are you sad? Felt sadness in her.
Do you want to do closing thank you?
Yeah. So thank you for everything that you've done for us and for sharing your space and your story. I'll be back again soon.